Brock Purdy excelled in relief of the injured Jimmy Garoppolo in the Niners' Week 13 win over the Dolphins, with San Francisco head coach Kyle Shanahan doing an excellent job of putting him in a position to succeed through intelligent play designs and through the deployment of his stacked cast of offensive weapons. We're just going to look at two plays from last week's game that illustrated how Shanahan did an excellent job in putting Purdy in a position to close out a 33-17 win. The first comes with the Niners on their own 45-yard line. The Dolphins are in a single high safety look with a stacked box. Got 5 men on the line of scrimmage, with 3 linebackers behind them, so it's an 8-man box. The Niners are in an offset pistol formation with Deebo Samuel lined up in his wide back role behind Purdy. Fullback Kyle Shanahan is to his right, and you've got Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle in the formation as receivers, along with Brandon Ayuk on the far side of the field. Dolphins are going to rotate to a zone at the snap. It's going to be cover 3 with the two outside cornerbacks drop into a zone. As I say, with the heavy run look from the Niners and the heavy box from the Dolphins, they're very much expecting a run. The key player to watch from the Dolphins' perspective is the weak side linebacker, who is lined up in line with Niners left guard Aaron Banks, but obviously at the second level. Just watch his eyes and the way that the level of offensive talent deployed to the deployed to the near side of the field never really allows him to take his eyes off the backfield because of the respect he has to pay to the threat of passes to Samuel, Juszczyk, Kittle, or McCaffrey, who are all running routes in that direction, and the void that creates for the quick pass from Purdy to Ayuk. So as a snap here, we'll see you've got routes from Samuel, Juszczyk, McCaffrey, and Kittle. The first 3 are all headed to the near sideline. Kittle headed kind of on a stop route in the middle. As you see, the weak side linebacker has got his eyes on Samuel initially. Purdy's eyes are staying with Ayuk the entire time. The linebacker's eyes are still kind of in the backfield, this time more focused on Purdy. But the fact he hasn't been able to rotate towards Ayuk's direction creates a huge void for Purdy to attack. That sets up a simple, quick throw, hits Ayuk in stride for a nice gain. The second play we're going to look at also has the Niners in the offset pistol. And Dolphins are respecting the passing game a little bit more. They've got the 2 high safeties lined up behind the single middle linebacker. This time the Niners have got McCaffrey behind Purdy in the pistol with Juszczyk to his left. Ayuk again is lined up across on the far side of the field with a single cornerback who's playing zone again. The Niners also have on the near side of the field, they've got Samuel and Kittle lined up as receivers. Now the Dolphins again have 5 men on the line of scrimmage, so they're kind of showing a pressure look, but at the snap they're going to rotate to a drop 8, so those 2 edge defenders are going to drop into coverage. But the Niners are still able to create enough of a hole in the zone for Purdy to hit Deebo Samuel, and again that's in part due to the influence of the gravity of the plethora of offensive weapons they have at their disposal. So as we get the ball snapped here, you'll see that the 2 edge defenders drop into coverage, kind of covering their respective flats. On the left-hand side, on the near side of the screen, you've got McCaffrey and Juszczyk all running routes that occupies not only that edge defender that's dropped into coverage, but 2 defenders also on the near side there, the second level defender and the cornerback. They're all occupied by routes. The flat defender can't help back towards Deebo Samuel because of those routes to McCaffrey and Juszczyk. It isn't until the last second at number 28, who's been occupied by the route of Kittle, is able to start working back towards Samuel as it becomes clear that Purdy is going to attack him on that little stop route up the middle. But Purdy delivers an accurate throw that's in between a really tight window that ends up closing, so there's just enough time there for him to hit him. The accuracy of the throw is what makes a completion despite the intelligent design. Samuel bounces off the defenders and picks up a first down. Look at it from the end zone view. Again, a really accurate throw, setting up Samuel, who does the rest with his amazing physicality to pick up a first down. Now, Purdy's accuracy his poise, he showed the ability to move defenders with his eyes, and he was very decisive. Those were all key to the Niners being able to pull out a win against a very good Dolphins team, but he was certainly aided by Kyle Shanahan's ability to create those throwing windows for him and attack zone coverage, which is what they're going to see down the stretch. Not many teams play man against San Francisco, don't really need to, so they're going to see zone coverage all the way, but Kyle Shanahan again proved that he's a skilled manipulator of zone coverage, and that skill will certainly be needed if the 49ers are going to excel down the stretch with their third-string quarterback and make a run towards the Super Bowl. Thank you for watching. Please follow me at Nicholas McGee24 on Twitter. You can also check out my Substack 4am Thoughts with Nicholas McGee. Thanks again for watching.